How would private defense agencies work in anarcho-capitalism? Imagine a world where the government no longer provides security or justice services. Instead, private companies step into the role, offering protection and dispute resolution. This is the core idea behind private defense agencies in anarcho-capitalism. These agencies would operate as businesses competing for customers, much like any other service provider. People would choose which agency to contract with based on price, reputation, and quality of service. They would pay fees similar to insurance premiums, ensuring ongoing protection and legal help. These agencies would focus on keeping their clients safe and peaceful. Their goal would be to prevent conflicts because violence or disputes hurt their reputation and profits. When disagreements happen, the agencies would negotiate or send the case to private courts. These courts would be run by competing firms, each offering fair and efficient dispute resolution. They would develop their own rules based on voluntary contracts and the non-aggression principle, which says you can't initiate force against others. Agencies might also work together by agreeing on which courts to use or how to handle conflicts. This cooperation helps avoid costly violence and keeps the peace. They would also act as insurers, paying compensation if their clients' rights are violated. For example, if someone damages your property, your defense agency would pay for repairs or restitution. This system relies on the idea that protecting property and peace is more profitable than engaging in aggression or warfare. Legal rules would come from three sources. First, the non-aggression principle, which bans initiating force. Second, private courts' decisions about rights violations. And third, voluntary contracts that set specific rules for communities or individuals. For instance, property agreements within a neighborhood could be part of these contracts. Handling those who cannot pay for protection might be managed by charitable groups or cooperative efforts. These would be voluntary, not forced, and funded through donations or community support. This market-based setup is believed to provide better, cheaper security services because agencies must satisfy customer demands to stay in business. In short, private defense agencies in anarcho-capitalism would be profit-driven, competing providers of security and justice. They would rely on voluntary agreements, private courts, and economic incentives to keep the peace and protect individual rights without government involvement.